Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. This stream's just going up a little bit more early because I need to do a couple things. Let's see, because I got a new perhaps stream box, or what's the term? Chat box system that may help out with able to combine the chat boxes between YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble, because currently one does not support Rumble. So please give me a couple moments to test some stuff out. I know Twitch is going good. Let me see if you let's update the thumbnail. Okay, that did pop up there. Perfect. So it does work for you in Twitch. Oh, well. Now for Rumble, I think I have to manually add in the stream every single time for Rumble. Let's see, let me grab the Rumble URL here. Okay. Source. Not more. Grab that. Maybe I have to the full actual stream URL. What? That is definitely not the right URL. What the hell? What? The URL. That is the URL I have for mine. Yeah, that's just working right. Same URL. And I'm assuming if I copy and paste that URL directly, why the hell is this a chat box? Yeah, that's just not right whatsoever. We get rid of the HTML. Nope. Doesn't want me to like that. Okay, that does pop up. Oh, that. That just brings up a regular window. There. I may spend a little bit more time on this. Over. Yeah, I may just need to come back to this one. Hmm. Yep, I probably need to worry about that a little bit later. Oh, there goes all that testing for now. Close, close. Sorry for the delay. I was just trying to test it out, and let's just say it was unsuccessful. Either way, please give me another moment to make sure everything else is set up on my other stuff. So, let's actually get started now. A handful of replays. No, let's just start from the top. Let's do Japan versus Portuguese. No, Japan for the US of A. Portuguese is pretty common. Brits are very common. And while Portuguese and US are probably equally common, but not as common. Either way, let's go and get started. A little bit too sensitive there. Greetings everyone, and great here for another H-Powers 3 replays. On the left side as the blue US of A, we have a foreign name. Spawned as the red Canadian, we have Japanese. We do have no deck selected just yet. No deck selected just yet. When it comes to natives and map, we got the Jesuit missionaries, which do give you access to the conquistadors, as well as some gunpowder base upgrades, hit points, land build, villager build time. So increased gunpowder hit points, which means maybe the Japanese will go for Ashigaru Musketeers rather than for the Yumi Archers. Also, it's more depends on what the US player is going to go for as well. The US player can make use, I think, every single unit of the US arsenal can make use of the gunpowder damage. I think of a unit that can't make access to it, the Hussar. US doesn't get Eichmann or anything like that. So yeah, I think it's just the Hussar that doesn't get benefit from it. And some other select like native cards and all that sort. No deck. We do actually have a deck here. It's the foreign name deck. It looks like we got Capitalism, Irishman Against, Woodcoin Regulars, State Militia, Hamilton Economics, Virginia General Assembly, Seminole Scouts, which are not gunpowder unit, Russian American Company. Don't read through all the cards. Royal Artillery, Carbine Cavalry, Buffalo Soldiers, Pulaski's Legion, Heavy Cannon Culverins, and Captured Rockets. 5 rockets cost 2,000 resources. So you get basically 5 weekends instead of 2 for a lot of extra resources. Expensive, but very card efficient. Want to go for it? Probably not. And we got some fishing boats here. We got the new water deck, which is much better than the old water deck. So we've got fishing boats here. We got enlisted regulars. Yep, it just allows them to call out again and increase town center attack. We do also have the fumes, which I believe are Caravel variant. Rush. So we got mounted archer stuff. And it's not his traditional deck. We've of course got Ashikaga Musketeers, which should be a bit more useful with Ashikaga Musketeers with the Jesuits, if he goes with the Jesuits. We also have the, I am not so sure how, I really don't know ships all too well. If I get thrown on naval deck, I will, or naval map, I would just fail. Hybrid maps, you can at least just avoid the water, ignore it. And who knows, well, there's no whales out at sea, so there's only a finite amount of fishies. So there's not plenty of fish out at sea, men. Wonder now being built. We do have the tour gates, will give him access to military rickshaw and a samurai. US player is going for Pennsylvania. Really going for quite a bit of wood here. Is he going for the Seminole Scouts? Oh, he just messes wood and something. Just what he got trading post. That's what he bought with it. Sorry, I missed that part. He also gone for 1 village on food, so he has a very precise build order. Or it could be that he just forgot that villager. One of the 3. Market now going on up. So the deer did take a shot there, but did not flinch. He also going for some hunting doggos. We got the chariot or shrine wagons. Wait, that's not German. This is the Japanese. Sorry, when I cast a little bit of Company Heroes 2, I know that some words W, the Germans pronounce W more of a V sound, so Panzerwagen. And things of that sort. And for the V sound, you put more of an F sound. So Folks Grenadiers. I think the word folk, which is probably the English origin of the word of it, which may not be in the British vocabulary, since the United States is a hodgepodge of a lot of different languages. You got the separation as well, like for example, the adding the O in some words, or the U, like color and favorite. Adding the U actually came after the United States was sort of less settled. Believe it or not, it wasn't a thing that the United States lost, putting the U in some words. It's actually something that the British added. And that's why there's that weird bit of different spelling. It's not because the United States was changing it. It was changed when the United States was already separate. Shrines being floated up there. Still just the 3 fishing boats. The 3 fishing boats, let's see, they provide 0.67 food per second, but it is, of course, away from these shared orchards. So even though it does collect slower, it does also means it is very much separate, which means a larger stockpile of food, which may be a little bit better, honestly. Here's a 3 villager card in age 1, which is not bad. Age 2, you get age 4 villager cards. So got a bit of wood being shipped on in. You got around Ashikaga Musketeers. And now these blind monks will be killed. They didn't see it coming. More musketeers being employed on out. The US player is going straight for H3, going for Kentucky. Virginia General Assembly. He does have a stable there in a heretical angle. Everything's heretically angled, you monster. Musketeers moving forward. State capital has been put on field. I also love how that sound effect is da 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 sound. I don't know why that's. Oh, say, can you see? That's. Did I forget the name? I don't know why my name's drawing blank on the song or poem that's from. The way age up is now complete. Kentucky will give him a round of veteran sharpshooters. Is very important right now. While they could easily get overwhelmed by the musketeers, this is a full skirmisher with excellent range. They have 22 range, less base damage than an average skirmisher, but they have higher multipliers. So it's a bit more of a counter unit rather than more of a standard unit. We do now the Russian-American company. He needs those blockhouses and defenses. He needs both of them. A house, heretically angled. The Japanese player must implement feng shui on him and show him what the meaning of feng shui is. Is that Japanese or Chinese, the term feng shui? Wait, that could actually be Indonesian. I'm thinking about it. Blockhouses going on up. We got some Pennsylvania cavalry being shipped on in.
Yes, hello.
I wonder how much does this card or upgrade here will give? Just 5. Not a bad deployment. I don't know how expensive it is though.
What is your command?
Carbon cavalry have 14 range, 2.5 attack speed. They have slightly higher range, slightly higher attack speed. I think the damage is slightly lower, but the higher attack speed more than offsets that. I think the health is also much lower. Either way, got sharpshooters advance forward, got Gatling guns here. 4 sharpshooters can one-shot a Ashigaru musketeer, looks like. Another shrine being put on field. He may actually just want to redeploy it more up north. Now ship available. He has now a good number of carbine cavalry deployed on out. Rolling artillery being brought in again. He's getting 5 Gatling guns. That's a lot of Daka. Japanese player has 1 shipment available. He is aging up with the Shogunate, which will give Daimyo Masamune. Alright, I think the age up actually just gives him. Oh, it does give him the Daimyo immediately, as well as some experience. He has a shipment available going for against all the carbon cavalry. That's actually not great. I think he's doesn't know about the now he knows about the carbon cavalry. He may want to swap that out for Ashigaru musketeers, maybe a little bit better. But then again, he also needs the carbon Naginata riders to hit those Gatling guns. Ugh, he needs a little. Maybe flaming arrows would be best. Gatling guns firing away. He is going for a barracks. He has Japanese isolationism, so the Japanese players allied of the Japanese. Now got around a Minutemen. And sentries and irregulars up on field. Needs his sentries or the irregulars to hit. Yeah, sentries hit the carbon cavalry or the Gatling guns. Melee damage would best against those. Does take out the sharpshooters and the Minutemen. Most of the Naginata riders are down. The Daimyo. I'm not sure the Daimyo's at. I think Daimyo may have went down. Nope, the Daimyo's back here. Got another round of Naginata riders there. Able to take out these Gatling guns. His forget what they're called, monks gone down. Villagers also throwing some arrows on in. They lack the capability of the Second Amendment. They have 6 damage. They have at least the blunderbuss or the Japanese version of this. Trade orchards do go down. Daimyo's now engaged as well. The Daimyo is classified as heavy cavalry, so it does take close damage from carbon cavalry. However, the Daimyo does go down there. These villagers getting hit there. He does have 10 bullets on the inside. Does not have the enlisted regulars now active or activated. Now I've got around Oshgar Musketeers, very good. Yumi Archers wouldn't be half bad. Light Infantry does get bonus damage versus Light Cavalry. Now going for the Disciplined Oshgar Musketeers. Though, even though these Oshgars don't get any counter bonus damage, they're Musketeers. They're generally pretty good and reasonable versus Light Cavalry. Disciplined Oshgar Musketeers do 30 damage, standard attack range and speed. 22 damage is less, but also their health. The health is very similar as well. The Carbine Cavalry has a slight edge, but they are, of course, 100 and... Actually, that's actually much cheaper than I expected. On 76 by 76. That cavalry unit must have made them cheaper. Because that's the 150 versus about 120 or 120. Huh, these guys are slightly cheaper as well.
What is your command?
And the Venom Carbine Cavalry are... that... It must be the Consulate that's actually getting slight cost reduction since we're looking at the Japanese lens. So yeah, 160 versus 120. Oshgar Musketeers will be a bit more cost effective. But their characters between the two, it's actually quite similar. US player now playing around with sharpshooters. Of course, Carbine Cavalry are fast. But they are 2 population as well, which is a bit of a problem. Massing just Oshgar Musketeers is more than adequate against the Carbine Cavalry, just to say the least. Just keeps cheaper, more cost effective, and more population effective. Plus, especially when the Japanese player's been going over those shrines, he has plenty of population space. Got a round of sharpshooters deployed on the field. Oh, he's also switched his shrines to wood. I would have, could have. Maybe because he has these fishing boats up there, he's wanting to get the wood trickle in, which is just as effective as the food trickle, which means it's clearly better usage. So he's trying to get torched on down, more Naginata riders. He's finding just mass Carbine Cavalry and sharpshooters. Let's get around with Yumi Archers, very nice. Has a shipment available. Yumi Archer increases range and hit points. Increased range could be useful. Right now they're at 20, or 18. They would put them at 20. Sharpshooters still have farther range, but they are a superior unit than sharpshooters in 1-to-1 combat since they have higher base damage. Shrines now to fire. The Carbine Cavalry have horrendously bad siege damage. More Yumi Archers. Right is getting a good amount of infantry force in the field. We've got 57 versus 23. Okay, blue is not been building much military at the moment. Going for the Buffalo Soldiers, which will give his Carbine Cavalry increased damage and range armor. Range armor will be very useful. It goes from 10 to 20%. I think I just saw the Smokeless Powder research. Increasing its gunpowder damage by 10%. All infantry and cavalry and artillery by 5%. He has a round of sharpshooters there. Naginata Riders at this point in time are just more of an anti-artillery unit. They're not here in good enough numbers. They can engage those carbine or sharpshooters quite reasonably. Got a round of Black Riders deployed on the field. Where did he get those guys from? Was it from the saloon? It may have been from Saloon. We got Sinclair Bootin Bowl Saloon. And this town center is under fire. Naginata Riders trying to engage. They will get ripped apart by the Carbine Cavalry. Got another round of Minutemen. Town center almost destroyed. Villagers took out town center, trying to get on out of there. Red's armories take some hits. Got a still good number of Carbine Cavalry here. Black Riders force on the Mercenary unit with extra damage and health. Red's army may get cleaned up here. Town center will be saved. Still got a couple of Union Archers in the back line. Oshgar Musketeers starting to go on down. Red's army will be cleaned on up. We got another round Naginata Riders and Yumi Archers here. And now I got another Trader Archer down. Carbine Cavalry moving around. Got a number of Yumi Archers here. Good damage there from the Yumi Archers. Anti-light cavalry damage is quite high. Trade Orchard Rickshaws now deployed out. He's just down to the fishing colony. He has a bit of wood going. Barracks now being plotted field. He may need to get out a rice paddy. Now we got the hut going on down, another shrine going down. He has plenty of population space, going for Way of the Bow. We got some clubmen here. The Konsha Yamabushi. I butchered all words. Ready to fit, butchered so well, it can be served on a plate. Though maybe a little bit raw and undercooked. Still a good amount of cavalry here. Light cavalry. Basically goon skirm. Just American. And now we do have a round of the Ascari, well-drilled African musketeer. Oh, I don't know the exact stats of that one on top of my head. Brian's on the fire. He could try sending the Yumi Archers down there. Let's take a look when they get the flood on the field, because I'm a bit curious about those folk.
Hello.
Gold prospectors. Let's see, they have 48 damage, slight multiplier, so a bit more close to a revolutionary. And their hand attack seems pretty good. 400 health, 2 population, so they're just slightly better musketeer. Double musketeer, times 2 musketeer. And the anti-cavalry at all range, so no wait, more close to a Carolyn. Then again, Carolyn's are anti-heavy at range. And this is just anti-all, so yeah, more close to a revolutionary. And seeing he's gone for light cavalry and light infantry, his opponent's probably going for a good number of Yumi archers, so going for a heavy infantry unit like this may not be the best idea, since his opponent's going to be deploying out the counter to that. Villagers migrating over here. Got a round of unupgraded hussars, as well as more villagers. This town center has not been repaired, has 350 health, which is less health than those musketeers. Artillery foundry here. Club, nope, these are the Yumi archers. The clubmen should be able to torch that down no problem. They have 47 siege damage. Hussars becoming porcupines. Town center does go down. Do now have a Gatling gun being pulled on out. The archers take some fire there. The archers should do just fine for the sharpshooters. Sharpshooters, of course, like I said, are counter unit. You have less damage while a bit more range. And he is getting distracted a little bit there. Gatling guns here, they will do some good damage. The whole formation of those guys just went down. Now he's starting to engage the melee. Overruns those Gatling guns immediately. Very good. They take some loss, however. Light cavalry push way forward. They're getting ripped apart by these Yumi archers. And the Black Rider does go down there. Blue does get forced on back. Blue has a ship available. It's going for another round of Black Riders. He just needs Hussars, honestly. His opponent has hardly any sort of musketeers in the field. So going for Hussars and other heavy cav will probably be best. Now got the Pulaski's Legion now being pulled on the field. Flaming arrows now pushing way forward. Archers taking a bit of damage there from these Hussars, very good. There's also unupgraded Hussars. Now got the Prussian Uhlans now being pulled on the field. Also available from forts. Another Black Rider being pulled on out. Now there's a round of Prussian Uhlans, Guard Uhlans. And these are Guard Uhlans, age 4 Uhlans and age 3. It's good damage there. Flaming Arrow does go down. And Uhlans are more of a glass cannon variant of Hussar, so they're going to rip apart these Yumi archers in no time. And Red's army will get cleaned on up. And some more units still back here, reinforcements. Handful of Ashkari Musketeers wouldn't be half bad. We still got some Black Riders now pulled them out. Another shipment available for the US player. Maybe Continental Rangers? Japanese player has no shipment available. Naginata Riders push way forward. Don't receive any shots there. Now I got some mills going on up. A lot of shrines down here. Not sure why he has sets this many shrines. There's not enough local fauna there. Gotta get some more shrines here and here. Shrines currently set to coin. Now I've got a shipment of the mounted archers, light cavalry. No, cancel that. Going for some chariot orchard rickshaws because he's about ready to run out. US secondary economy will take a bit of time. We do now have some sharpshooters shipped on in, as well as some owl hoots. He went for the Kentucky Hunters, got 5 owl hoots and 15 sharpshooters. Large amounts of light infantry. Light infantry moving around. Naginata riders try and pursue them. Or they will find them. And these guys are lancers. They get a bit of bonus damage, but we'll still 3-shot them. They need a little bit extra damage to 2-shot them. Take a bit of damage there. Another round, Black Riders. And some of these villagers are going down to Naginata Riders. Black Riders push forward. They're going to get hit by these human archers. Got a round of Minutemen. We got some Ashkar Musketeers mixed on in. They're heading to the melee mode to engage the Ulans and Hussars. Sharpshooters engage some Yumi archers. And honestly, pushing the Ashkar Musketeers in melee mode is probably not bad against the Sharpshooters. They have 12 damage. It's probably still not great. These guys have 11 damage and good multipliers. The Musketeers are starting to go on down. Yumi back line. Almost all the light infantry are down. Red has plenty of Yumi archers remaining. Gets good damage. This player has 54 villagers. Spawn at 56. I think some of the fishing boats may be a little bit idle. Yep, they are idle. And now Bluestown Center is under siege. Going for more of the Clubmen. Clubmen have good siege damage. More Ashkar Musketeers being put on the field as well. Some of the Ulans or Hussars does take a bit of damage there. They became porcupines. Now we've got a single, not US ship, owned by the US player. A Wonko junk. I'm not sure where that came from. Villagers starting going down there. We're starting to push south with some of the villagers. The Clubmen down there do go down. House does get canceled there. Sorry, hit my microphone. Let's push right forward. Got these blockhouses engaging. We got a round of Gatling guns here. That should be very, very effective. There's no heavy cap there. Fires a volley in that crew. Black Riders push way forward.
Your medic.
These Yumi archers will get ripped apart. Very good volley there. More Yumi archers up here. They will get gunned down. Now we got the Ino Rush. Both players still age 3. Bayground Naginata Riders. No, that's the mounted archers. They have immense anti-cavalry or siege damage. Times 7. They do also, they have times 2 attack speed and 18 range. They're not a bad light cavalry unit. So cavalry unit you don't really see all too often. It says with 18 range and really good anti-artillery weapons. They were actually a decent artillery sniper for the Japanese. It's also a pretty rare unit. You can see there the base damage is not great. They have higher multipliers against heavy cav, if I remember correctly as well. 325 versus 250, yeah. They have good multipliers. They are counter unit. And 18 range is, like I said, pretty good. More Yumi archers. He has not redeployed the daimyo. Maybe the daimyo would be very helpful. Outpost gets torched. Handful of units to go down. Black Rider is still dancing around, taking a lot of fire there. Mounted archers pushing forward. It's nice one of the Gatling guns. They're taking some damage. Handful of Hussars here, engaging. There's a number of Musketeers for defense as well. One of the Gatling guns remains. It's not. He does take it out now. Very good. Now the rest of his units can engage more properly. He has some clubmen mixed on in as well. And the Black Rider has fallen back, and blue backs out of the game. This Android saying, "Think watching," and on to the next replay. There's a replay I saw, I downloaded, I sort of want to cover. Though I can... And I don't see the replay I want to cover. It's probably one of these recorded games. I'll just go ahead and do this one, recorded games, and that one. Because there's one that involves Italy versus something. I think maybe the Mexico one. Oh, that's a 4v4. Oh, and this one's not good. I don't remember which replay that was. Guess once we find it again, we'll just have to make sure we delete it. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on the bottom left side as the blue Mexicans, we have Dika Cigar 89. On top right side as the red Hausua or Hausa or however you pronounce it, we have Mick Cleaves. When it comes to the names of the map, we do have the Tengri Shrine that get access to Lipkar Tatars or Tatar archers and local doggos, and the Klus Balost, which is a heavy ranged cavalry. Trading post now going on up. Mexico player is not selected the deck yet, nor has the house player.
No.
Looks like she may raid those polecats for their coin. They will not have any life savings for their children. Nope. Nope, there we go. She's gonna pick it up now. Explorer name is Bonga Bonga versus Carlos Salazar Ruiz. Mexico player has enough for a shipment. And Hasua does not. There we go. Got a deck selected. No Independence Revolutions, but seeing all the Age 4 cards, I have a feeling it's going to be an Age 3 or Age 2 Revolt. Because, yeah, no resource cards. Definitely going to be Age 2 Revolt. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Was red stole that shipment or treasure? As the player has selected the Morocco deck, he likely age up the Moroccos first or second. And we do have the hand cavalry damage, hand cavalry hit points, so or perhaps the Raiders. He may be on the age up first with the Songhai. Vice Drake, Ancina. We got the Lifid Knights. So yeah, it looks like a cavalry deck. Another Emir. So yeah, the overall looks like a cavalry deck. And Girots to toot their horns. Mexico is now going for the Cathedral. These kitty cats will be killed on off, and she will steal their spruce trees. So these tigers can no longer lounge around in a tree like a cat should be. Well, shipment or age up's now available for the Hausa, and it is aging up with the Moroccos, or the Moroccans. You'll likely get some Moroccas. But then again, that's more of a Mexican thing, isn't it? Either way, he will kill off that kitty cat and steal the box turtles. And now we've got the age up of Tlaxcala, which is a common revolt age up state for revolts. Land grab now being researched. Well, that's common card. It is a very expansive card. Makes your large amount of infrastructure, what I like to call the infrastructure cards, cheaper and build quicker. Very useful for the haciendas. Reduce the wood cost by 40%. So it goes from 600 wood, which is very expensive, down to what? 600 or 6 times 40 is 24. Reduced by 2400 or 240. So what? 360 wood? Yes, 360 wood. Moroccan player is also quite a bit of coin here. There's the mosque wagon. And some trade builders. Oh, trade. We got a trading post here. Trade builders. Okay, mosque. There's the university. I guess trade builders can also build a university. Probably pulling a university out next to this trade post there to get a bit more influence. To exert more influence. Having a coin there. Books being collected on up. The amount of coin has been brought in. He maybe, yeah, with the amount of food he has stored and up, he's going for a fast fortress. You now have a military wagon and revolting to the Central Americans. Give him access to Salvador, I can't pronounce that word, coffee. Settlers become revolutionaries. Santa Maria's fire, ship some soldados, and you get a free pistard for each shipment. Going for the blockhouse, 3 outposts, and upgrades in the blockhouse card. Unbearable Bear being gunned down. Still there's fragrant cinnamon quills. Now we've got the Akin being researched. Going for the Gasinas as well, which will give him Ankan Konobos as a standard military unit. And also get a native embassy here. Raiders rolling. Force of 2 outposts, and I think he has 3 outposts in total. Yes, see all 3 of them now. We also got a fort being... Is that being built, or is that being summoned by a wagon? Either way, there's going to be quite a powerful defense placement there. Raiders do receive a bit of fire from these outposts. 45 damage, plus 50% damage multiplier. Another Hacienda now being put on field. We also got artillery foundry here. Builds a Hacienda. Yeah, but it looks like it is a general building the fort. You don't really see that all too often now, do you? Raiders having trouble moving way forward. He spots the fort. We got around the Anaconobas, but the problem is there's a fort. Fuerte de San Miguel. Influence now being shipped on in. Push for these musketeers is a bad idea. More haciendas being employed on the field. And now we do have the Jukawana. Let's give a set of villagers and Girots. Raiders charge way forward, trying to hit some of these villagers. Or they're trying to hit the house. Mexican player, or Central American player, only has 40 max population space, so he needs to keep that house alive. Deletes the haciendas there. Pretty sure to delete that one as well. Not sure why he deleted those haciendas. It donates his bonus still experience, so should have kept it alive. He's taking time to torch down the fort and gets torched down. That was a poor play there. I disagree with a large amount of these actions. Deleting these, like, your opponent still gets experience if you delete them. Keep them up and let it just draw some fire. Unless you needed some extra build space at the fort. Let's see, forts. I'm pretty sure destroying that does also deny it being... It cost quite a bit. Lost 600, 660. Assuming land grab doesn't affect the price of forts. And this fort will go down once again. Yep, great picks there. Destroying forts like that is something you don't really see all often. There's now a second cathedral on the field, which will give him 4 experience per second. You know, I'm sort of surprised the Italians don't get something similar to this card here. If there was any... There should be... Yeah, the Italians should actually perhaps get some more cathedral-based cards. Because I think right now people think Italians are a little on the weaker side. And again... Does try to hit that villager there. And this fort will go down. Again. I've been paying attention, assuming he doesn't get any sort of refund from that. Also got some idle villagers here. They can be sent to the coin mines. He doesn't... Has quite a bit of idle villagers. And now he's out of wood there as well. Improves building hit points, improve building set to active. It usually increases by 65% health, right? Oh yeah, but that's usually an age 4 card. So I think that just sets the age 4 card to active, and this is a quote-unquote age 3 revolt card, which is a revolt card. Sorry, to me that just seems just a little bit weird. And the fort goes down again. Gets elite cavalry now deployed on the field. Ymir has a bit of an aura effect. Just stop building those forts. It's going nowhere. They take a long time to build. You can see it takes 120 seconds to build a fort. That's a large amount of time. I was wondering why people don't build forts. They just take forever. Torch down that wall and torch down the fort again. Actually, that time I did take a better look at it. It does give a refund, perhaps a partial refund. Do I have some sort? Is there some sort of filter that's automatically on or always on? If you want to go with mass fortifications, Italians can do it quite well with a Freemason shipment. Allows your architects to build outposts. Yeah, Freemasons is not half. The Italians make pretty good, decent fortifications. Plus, they get the cards to double the amount of outposts you can build in Age 2, and they get an Age 4 card that automatically sends them to fortified outposts. As well as get all your castle or forts upgrades. And I'm assuming he does not have like Sebastopol mortars available. Or was that Ethiopians? I don't know Ethiopians or Hausa all too well. I should really look into them. Because I know Ethiopians can like 30-30 costing our crossbowmen, which is really cheap. Another Hacienda going on up, as well as a Hacienda. He could go. Has he gone for the Tlaxcala? He already sent the Tlaxcala. He has 40 villagers. He needs to build a house. He has a large amount of wood. He's already have enough resources to age on up as well. Maybe good idea just to age on up. His raiders have 32 siege damage, which is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. Because it's a one population unit. Yeah, that's pretty decent siege damage. Not perfect, but not bad either. Falconets can start torching down some stuff. We do now have a frontier outpost being built. He has enough resources to return to Mexico. We also got group of 2 villagers? What? You can pull out villagers pairs? 2 free settlers? Is that something the Central Americans get? Because usually I know you can deploy out villagers for ×1. Oh, it's the Tlaxcala. He needs population room to get the village section deployed on the field. That's why there's ×2 villagers. My bad. It's like a Shrilet Horde. It will deploy them out for free, but just needs population space for it. Raiders now push way forward. The militia are somewhat standing. We now get the Falconets engaged in the wall. I heard the quote, E-wall, but not E-wall, shoot it. That was bad. Falconets gain some good damage on the frontier outposts. Outposts down. And one player has spent a coin on getting this explorer back. I think it could have been the Mexican player. Could have been. No, this will redeploy for Bronco 3, so that's a Mexican player or Central American player. Yeah, Return to Mexico now active. He has 3 shipments available. I don't know what Age 3 shipment cards he can bring on in. He's trying to deploy another fort. Not successfully. The fort has been upgraded for increased health. More elite raiders. We got some Kierots ready to toot their horn. Raiders destroy another fort. The cavalry, he could counter them with the doesn't, yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't have anti-cav. He doesn't have insurgents. He didn't even go for Song High, which means that as a big button. He went for the Moroccans, which I don't know what the Moroccans do. Either way, that is the end of the replay. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started next replay, you know what? It's probably a good time for me to restart the game client and use. That'll help prevent the sound bug from appearing. Please give me one moment. I am back. My apologies. Let's see. There's a replay I want to get to. I just don't know what the name of the replay is. Oh yeah, this is the one I think that, yep. That was in Integrity Always Wins, right? I forget already. My memory's bad. Here we go, this is the actual replay I wanted to get to. That is very sensitive. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the blue Italians, we have Captain Mazen. Spawn on top right side as a red Mexican, we have Tico. No deck selected on just yet, and no deck selected just yet. When it comes to natives and map, we got the also important goats, or sheep. We got some sheeple you can lead to glory. As well as the Carib settlement, which gives you some blowgunners and anti-infantry unit, and the Seminole settlement, which gives you access to the Seminole Shark-Tooth Bowman. It says archer with short range and high attack, so it's more close to a skirmisher? Not so sure. Also, let's see. Archer side units get increased damage, which the Mexicans or the Italians do have the passive ear, so that could give them a damage bonus, I'm assuming. Additionally, let's see, that's just Seminole Sharkbow. Then increase Seminole upgrades. This one, however, is maybe used for the Italians. And for the Carib, we do have the enables all archer style units to do more damage against villagers, which is a little bit niche. Special all archer damage by 10%. All hand infantry 10%. I believe blowgunners are classified as archer. Either way, got one shipment available. We got a General Santa Anna and the Explorer Leonardo da Vinci. You know, I have no idea if that's a randomly generated name or a custom name, because that could easily be a custom name. Either way, we got the Mexico deck for the Mexico player. which does include the independent movements. It's definitely going to be Age 2 Revolt. Like I always say, Age 4 is more common than Age 3 from Mexico. Either way, Age 2 Revolt. For the Italian player, we do have the fast industrial 1v1. I've been looking more Italians. They have a lot of fun possibilities, but people I think right now believe they're a little on the weaker side. The Lombards, meh. The Lombards are just, the more I look at it, the more I'm not too impressed by the Lombards. They're a good way to balance out your economy, but that's it. They don't really provide a profit in trading, and some of the cards are just not even worth it to go along with it. These resource cards for the Lombards do provide excellent value, but even then, eh. Let's see. We do have... You may go for... He has a Italian infantry card. The skirmisher card. I don't know how else to pronounce it. No Passevier cards. We do have the Milanese arsenal. We do also got the infantry hit points, so those are going to be infantry deck. We do also got the cavalry combat, which is always quite nice to have. And you may hear my drink open on up. My apologies. The Mexican player does send the sheeple to the hacienda. And I think the sheep could be stuck. I'm not sure. Blue has a handful of sheeple. It may be actually worth it to spend time with the architect to build a livestock pen. Got quite a bit of wood collecting on in for the Italian player. No church card. I looked into the... I've been trying to look into playing Italians a little bit more and more. The church card for the Italians has some potential, but overall really not that useful. Allows you to get out one more basilica, the church. It allows you to get out some carbine riders. We even have higher attack speed for all ranged cavalry, whether it be light or heavy ranged cavalry. But it costs us 2,000 wood, and you get 10 of them, so you don't even. That's even more expensive than regular cavalry, and it gives you bonus of like versus outlaws, which is still not that useful. And also give you access to, if the more villagers you lose, the you can get out some revolutionaries, which is not useful either. Overall, the church cards for the Italians is not great. Not worth a card. If it would make the Carbon Cavalry a permanent replacement for the Dragoon, okay, now you're talking a little bit more there, but it doesn't. You now have a Lombard shipment here. Also puts 600 coin into the Lombard. We'll give him a bit of wood. He is starting to get a nice little encirclement. And also a barracks and a heretical angle. You now have the Basilica wagon here, which gives him a little experience for trading, which is still not a whole lot of experience. It does also give him a ships in one Basilica, which is nice and all. But overall, the more I look at it, the more like not really worth it. It's nice, but not great. Kitty Cat's starting to go down here. He will steal their Jaguar skull. I think he just stole one of their skulls. Basilica now pulling field. Got this Basilica being pulled out here. It does also provide the aura effect to make your architects build a little bit faster, which is nice. We don't have the Freemasons card there. It's a card I'm a bit more biased towards with the Italians. Oh, we have H3. Hula Hula. He's not researched independence movements just yet. Almost enough card for one. We do now these musketeers advancing. Good damage there. The general and the padre will fall back. See random militia deployed in the field. The Mexican player also has a decent amount of wood stored on up. He may be eyeing for a revolt. Military wagon deployed on back here. And one of the musketeers do go down. Italian player has almost enough food to age on up, investing a little bit more and trying to get enough coin to age on up. Looks like all the Lombards now built. Amalgamation now being researched. Now it's aging up with the Bishop, which I believe will give another town center. He has one shipment available. He's already researched the advanced politicians. Is this one being upgraded with advanced politicians? I think so. It's rapidly aging on up. If that's the extra town center one, it will also give him a handful of experience as a bit of a rebate. Not great, but the fast age up's very nice though. Got a couple Mexican falconets here for defense. I think he is saving up resources for the for the revolt. And now it's revolting to the Rio Grande. Howdy. Handful of musketeers move around. And there's the Rio Grande. Let's see. Gives you access to inspiring flag and replant almost immediately. Sierra Madre Republic gives you ships 1 settler and for each 3 revolutionaries who lost. Ships 2 additional revolutionaries who lost this game. Inspiring flag also improves movement speed. All settlers transform to revolutionaries again. So right now they're all revolutionaries somewhere. Let's see. They're at 180 health, 21 damage, 12 range, cavalry multipliers. Shipment of 8 villagers. Let's check. Not bad. He is going for the factory wagon, which may give him access to heavy cannon, but I don't believe he can get a heavy cannon. Let's see. More revolutionaries. We could see the Liberation March. Bunch of unit shipments. Lancer card. Venezuelan separatists and Fusiliers and Napoleon gun mercenaries. And Bellissimo settlers and infantry trained faster, especially revolutionaries. That's probably double effects on the infantry and the revolutionaries. Falconets now engaging. Lombards taking some damage. Got some counter barrage batteries. You now have the guard culverins and the guard falconets. Losing a Lombard is not a massive problem. We do now have 1 shipment available. We have now a shipment of culverins before on the field. No, I think the shipment 3 falconets will be a little bit better than culverins at the moment. He can just engage his opponent's culverins with his own culverins. He needs more anti-structure. Got the factor here. Okay, he can deploy heavy cannons with his revolt, which will be very useful. Now over here, we got the Albanian company giving some Bosniaks and Stradats. Stradats are a Lancer variant. Bosniaks, I don't remember what they are. Also going for a shipment of wood. He has aged up. The shipment of wood will give him the more preferred of food and coin over time. It will give him 600 coin and about 900 food, which is a pretty good shipment card. So 1,500 resources. He's also going for some pirates. Yo ho, the pirates' life for me.
Commander.
And he's going for that from Lombard. They're an outlaw unit on this map. Got another basilica here. Also a bunch of housing on the basilica. Housing going up around the church. That somehow seems pretty fitting. Yep, Bosniaks are another Lancer variant. Let's see, 550, 67 charge attack, 45 damage. And this is just all for just general good purpose damage. Better Alpha Strike, better General Strike. Also a little bit more health. Both offer range resistance. Outpost taking some fire there. Got more builds from the field. He may want to go for the Papal Lancers. He needs a little bit more wood to get out around the Papal Lancers. Nope, he just spent a bit of wood there. Going for a market. Needs a bit more resource to age on up, so maybe go to the, if he needs a bit of wood. Okay, he can throw a bit more coin in there. Shipment available. Just got a large amount of artillery here. Granted, Culverin's anti-structure damage is not great. Bombard seeing some damage there. More of their structures are going down. Of course, they lost the town center. Architects can rebuild town centers. He already has a town center here. Now we've got the German company giving some Jaegers and Giant Grenadiers, an Obelisk gun variant, and a Skirmisher variant. Skirmishers will be very effective versus the Revolutionaries. And the Giant Grenadiers, I believe, does siege damage, but they can do full damage at range against these artillery pieces. But of course, I don't think they are effective versus siege units necessarily. Don't remember on the top of my head on this one. Jack is now bringing food. One villager here, slaving away at this hacienda, along with the sheeple. It may be actually a good idea to actually eat the sheep. There's a lot of food there he could claim. The Giant Grenadiers. Okay, they have range damage, not siege damage, so they're not a Obelisk gun variant, but more. But they do have a bit of AoEs. They are classified as heavy infantry. Heavy cavalry push way forward. The Revolutionaries do bonus damage against cavalry at range. We also got the pirates engaged in the melee, stabbing the culverins. One culverin does go down. Blue does lose his falconets. Takes out the heavy cannons, lancers, engaging all the artillery pieces. While heavy cannon does go down, falconets are now down. And now the heavy caps falling back. He still has a number of musketeers. The Giant Grenadier just took a nice shot there. Still has some Jaegers here. The Jaegers are a powerful unit. Right now, the Rio Grande is starting to lose quite a bit of stuff. Has a little bit of food to roll out some revolutionaries, but that's about it. Versus, he's going for a Chavonze, which are a anti-skirmisher. This is not the unit want to bring in from the church. Believe it or not, the Italians don't really have an anti-heavy infantry unit in H3 that's effectively, you have to get steel bolts for your passiveers. They don't have an H3 skirmisher, it's only an H4 skirmisher. And all the church shipments are, this is of course a counter skirmisher, so that they get primarily bonus damage versus light infantry and the revolutionaries are heavy infantry. So I disagree with this, but I also don't think anything in the church is going to be super effective in this situation. The best infantry unit he can get out is from the church is only H4 variant. I think it was called, but it is only classified as infantry, not a heavy nor light. Going for a round of halberdiers, that should be reasonable enough, I think. Also, the church halberdier variant maybe not bad. The papal, whatever it's called. He has a good number of musketeers. That should be an adequate number. 24. They're just regular musketeers. They will do more damage than these revolutionaries. They do have less health though. And you can just ignore the culverins. Revolutionaries take some damage there. Got a round of halberdiers. Travanze, like I said, they're a counter skirmisher. They have 16 damage and 20 range, so they do have good range. 25% more damage multiplier against heavy infantry is not great. It's crossbow levels. Engaging these guys. Yeah, the Travanze are basically crossbowmen against heavy infantry with extra range. We've got some heavy cavalry deployed on the field. The musketeers will be adequate against them. Vietnamese financiers shipment brought on in, which is the coin shipment. But we'll get 600 wood, 900 food from that. He's going for another round of Travanze. I think the Papal Halberdier thing wouldn't be that bad. It also gives him damage absorption aura, which could be very useful. But honestly, right now, he just has to make his resources last longer than his opponents, which is quite possible since he's revolted and has one or now two villagers there. These guys do have 20 range, so it's pretty easy to keep them alive. Just to be careful about heavy cannon. Does take a bit of damage there. Got the heavy cav now trying to engage these architects. Sort of backed himself to a corner here. Yeah, I think Papal Lancers would be good. Just, these revolutionaries do have some multipliers against them. Not massive multipliers. I think Papal Lancers will be fine enough. They're durable to get some work done. A little bit idle there. The stagger formation and not being attacked move forward is causing issues there. And now we've got the delivers 20 revolutionaries shipment, which is a good number of revolutionaries. Now he's going for shipment Papal Lances, going for extra hit points. Very nice. And bringing around the halberdiers. He may be able to get the drop on these artillery pieces there with this current angle. I wonder. He may be able to pull out a light infantry unit from the light infantry outlaw unit from the Lombard. I don't know off the top of my head because I don't know these maps all that well. Papal Lancers now engaging the heavy cannon. They do have the damage absorption effect. Round of halberdiers. More revolutionaries here. Got another heavy cannon. Rips apart those forces. Lombard does have a decent amount of deposits. I don't know how many Lombards he has in the field. Wait, I could just highlight it. 3 out of 5. There's 2 there, so even if he uses those 2, he has some trades here. Another round of musketeers. Going for another round of Travanze. Travanze, or... Yep, I don't know how to pronounce foreign. Going for another architect. Basilica is taking some fire. It's also going for shipment of the cavalry combat. More musketeers being deployed on in. To be honest, most other civilizations will have a proper skirmisher unit. The Italians, their biggest advantage is that they can build infrastructure for free. Another round of musketeers, but that one got hit. Those that round. Another round of revolutionaries there. These guys can get kicked on all for free. Cable Lancers do take some fire. Going for a round of Hussars to engage the cannon. Paper Lancers are relatively slow for a heavy cav unit. They have maximum speed of 6. Huh, they have a bit of health regen. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Usually when I play Italians, if I'm doing some hidden runs with the Papal Lancers, I just make sure wounded ones just get sent back to priests and get healed on up. I also don't like the fact that Basilica, you have to ship in the priests in groups of 3. Because you only really need 1 priest. Got a round of Halberdiers mixed on in, as well as Chavonze. Tripazone, or however you pronounced it. It's all foreign to me. So again, another villager from the Hacienda Furniture. Oh wait, the Hacienda Furniture is something from local from my city I was growing up. I think that's a national brand. More Papal Lancers. He's also pretty much at pop cap. He has a decent amount of resources. So maybe I'm the age on up. Just invested a whole bunch of resources into Dragoons and Musketeers. Explorer does go down. Goes quick forward. It's going to be a massive conflict. Heavy Cav now engaging. All these guys are really bunched up, so the heavy cannon will get some great damage here. Papal Lancer charging forward. Their damage absorption factor will draw quite a bit of damage for his army. Doing a good job keeping his heavy cannon alive. Papal Lancer does find opportunity. 1 heavy cannon does go down. Another heavy cannon does go down. Musketeers and Chavonze now engaging. All the heavy, nope, couple Hussars still remains. Oh, got another round of Hussars. All the heavy cannon has gone down. More Musketeers push right forward. It looks like Red is going to get overran. Another still fought by the Italians and a Lombard. Goes back to Hussars just so he doesn't have to take any damage there. His Musketeers need to be out of melee mode in the shoot. Oh no, they're in stagger formation, never mind. I thought they're in the stab if your opponent in his neck mode. Now going for the H2 card, the Sinis Financiers. Heavy Cannon does get a good volley there. Oh miss, his infantry is wounded. He has a good amount of cavalry here to charge him forward. Heavy Cannon does go down. And now he has a factor in range, and Red backs of the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oops. Oh great, I may have hit F10 and create a quick save. Let's see, that was this game. And I'll just delete this one. Okay, that one's just invalid. This one's, of course, invalid. Again, that is invalid. Rings of 1 and grade here of another H Powers 3 replays. One on the left side as the blue Swedes, where Fairfion 3. Another invalid replay. That was this one here, right? Was this some sort of recent patch? One moment, please. It wasn't some sort of recent patch. Not that button. No, June 18th. Sorry, I just had to double check. So many invalid replays makes you wonder if there's some sort of invalid patch. Greetings everyone, and grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replays. On the left side as the blue Spanish, we have Atemos, which isn't that a line from Asian mythology. On the right side as the red Chinese, we have Micles, red Chinese communist detected. One of the few games that Bethesda's actually made was good, Fallout 3, but even then, it's still a bit more meh. But did give us the foundation for Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 4 sucked. We got now Margarita the doggo deployed on the field. That dog has been drinking a little bit too much. Or maybe the explorer was too drunk when he named that dog. No deck selected just yet. When it comes to names of the map, we've got the Jesuit Missionary, which specializes in giving you gunpowder. Or at least smokeless powder for your gunpowder. Which both sides can make use of that, though less so the Chinese, especially depending what type of deck. More local deer is gonna go on down. More villagers. Kitty cats is gonna go on down and will steal their succulent eggplants.
¿Cuál es su comando?
Spanish player has a shipment available. It's going for the church deck. You know, I don't remember what the church cards does for the Spanish. This should be interesting. Which does include, looks like a archaic infantry hit points and cavalry hit points. Cavalry combat, the lancer upgrade. So it looks like it's gonna be a lancer deck. Spanish gold factories. Yep, looks like it'll be a lancer deck with maybe a little bit of archaicness. Excuse me. We got the anti-cavalry deck, perfect, against the lancers, including the consulate being or TX Sports being imported. Let's see. We also got the sustainable agriculture card here for rice paddies. Can't go for any more H3 cards. We've got a large amount of H3 cards. This may be a fast fortress. Invention. We've got the Manchurian cavalry archers. We've got the Beiyang army, or however you pronounce that. Everything's foreign to me. Emperor's army. A large number of arquebuses and hand mortars. We also got the Manchu combat, giving his melee units more damage and hit points. Margarita does go down, you monster. Disciple gets shot in the back. Deserved. He punched his dog to death. Spanish player now aging up with the governor. And now we do have the Summer Palace. Let's see, hand attack is 6 versus the hand attack of 7, so this is better. So it does 25% less damage for Explorer, so his damage actually may be less. Oh, got another round of dogs, I didn't realize that. Is it Dog Eat Dog World or Dog Eat Chinaman World? And looks like, nope, he does get gunned down. Boracco does not get the kill. Got Boracco, Queso, and Flan. I like Flan. at least they're friendly with each other. Cinnamon quills have been obtained. Almost aged on up. Shipment available. And the Spanish player has 2 shipments available. Not sure what do you go for. Maybe the coin and then perch. Get a bit of divine intervention. Commerce age is now complete. He has quite a bit of food stored on up. They're going for a coin and wood.
Preparado.
I am going to sneeze. My apologies. I feel a sneeze coming. Sorry about that. Tiger, now down. For some reason, since I cast so much Company Heroes 1 and 2, I can only say the word tiger as Tiger. As Tigerpanzer. Born for duty. No, that villager queue seemed like it was going a little bit faster. I don't know why. I think I'm just going crazy. Now he's collecting all that coin. That seems a lot more coin than normal. Oh, his age up must have gave him a bit of a coin upon aging up as well. That's must have what have been. Oh, needs a little bit more coin. Just 10 short. And now he can age up. The scout now being researched, which will give him a Boston man with a scattergun, a cleaver, and a holy mackerel. I don't know if anybody else has played Team Fortress 2. Found some Kinko Leagues for 60 coin. And soon have 2 shipments available. Spanish gold and something, I'm guessing. And now we do have... Was it the Russian allies? These allies of the Russians. So Sino, Russo... Not Sino, Russo. The... Sino is Japanese, right? I'm butchering everything here. White Pagoda, which will give him 6 disciples and increases the Shaolin Master and Disciples capabilities. He can pick up his Shaolin Master over here. He has enough health to be brought back on up. He does get 1 round Summer Palace reinforcements. Does give him some Chuko Nu and Pikemen or Stepriders. And he does pick up his Shaolin Master. Very nice. Placard Mine now being researched. And here we got, yeah, the Scout. The White Pagoda is now complete. His Shaolin or Disciples are at now 144 health. Do you notice, well, these guys are classified as shock infantry, so anti-cavalry tactics, anti-shock tactics will be effective against them, such as musketeers. In other words, in order to defeat the unarmed men, you shoot them with a gun. And now let's pick up the treasure and worth 70 coin. The Chinese now shipping a fort. I'm pretty sure that's from the Russians, right? The Russian fort now being shipped on in. One for Spanish gold and a Spanish wood and a Spanish very fine coat. Rodialo is now being employed in the field, which will be effective versus Disciples. They are a heavy infantry unit that does do bonus infantry versus shock. So against the Disciples, Rodialo is going to be pretty useful. Dogs will be punched in the face. Anzo Explorer. He went to the wrong side of town. he's going to show that Marcus Frost, the red Chinese communist, torching down the free market. Okay, that's stupid. I laugh at my jokes way too often. Morocco and Flan now engaging Nikas. And the Russian fort is almost complete. Another round of Summer Palace in the field. Is he still on that? Yep, he's still going for the, what, Old Han army? Standard army. I always forget the name of those armies. I just usually call them like Step Rider and Chuko New Army. And 5 people are an army apparently. Now is any relations to the Russians? Because who wants to be allied with the Russians? He's going for the intervention. Wait. Okay, he will get the shipment intervention before he ends relation. I'm assuming, what happens if you get end relations when you have no ally? I have no idea actually. I never tried. Why would you try that? Either way, now got a territorial army being put on the field, includes some Chengdu swordsmen and arquebusts. Now the Silver Servants and the Water Wheel. Okay, he is actually trying to go for it while the relations are ended. I am not sure what happens. He may be trying to go for another ally. He has enough export to import an ally. He's going for the British. He's going to get some red coats. He's also in red, so it's going to be very fitting. We got some lancers up being employed in the field. They do bonus damage for infantry. Chengdu swordsmen do have the infantry tag, but of course they will get bonus damage in return. The disciples, dog infantry, generally don't have the infantry tag. They have hand infantry tag, but not a infantry tag, so they don't get affected by the infantry tag multipliers. And now we've got some veteran skirmishers. We've got quite an army pull in blue, but they are a little bit scattered. 30 units versus an army of 42. Does start to regroup there. Blue has more of a counter army. Rodale is going to be useful in the initial engagements. Lance need to grow to get around the backside of the arquebus. Got more of the Rodialos pushing way forward. Lance is coming for a nice little flank. They will report those Chukanus. Those that will two-shot them, double tap them. Arquebusts have 120 health, so they will get 3 shotted. Just have just enough health. Red's army will get fully encircled and gets wiped on out here. In order for him to one-shot those arquebusts, he will need to get the Lancer upgrade. Because those guys had 124 health. Lancers right now have 20 damage times 3, so it'll be 60 damage. And thus, 2 hits would be 120 out of 124, leaving 4 health each. So yeah, the Lancer upgrade here, getting him to times 4 damage from times 3, would actually help him out. Kaiser Combat will probably do the trick as well, can increase damage and hit points. That's probably the better card at this moment, since that will be a multiplicative multiplier. That will increase his damage pretty much to 22, and increases his damage up to 126, maybe 125. Oh, does this game have the decimal damage values? If this only goes up by 1, then it will just fall short. If it goes up by 2, it will just go past. Okay, it goes up to 23. Never mind. I can't do math, can I? Because 15% is not... 10% is 2. Yeah, I can't do math. Now he will two-shot those arquebusts. Very important. More skirmishers, more lancers. Skirmishers are going to be very useful. However, we got a good number of meteor hammers, which are 4-range Hussar variant, as well as some of these iron flails, which are a lancer, quote unquote, variant with a bit of AoE.
Ahora me siento más fuerte.
More Rodialos being employed on the field. And red is also going for the Jesuits. Actually, some light cavalry wouldn't be half bad helping engage these lancers. And Keshiks are a bit of a not a great light cavalry variant. I've never really seen them super great. And speaking of super great, these villagers are getting ripped apart by all this heavy cav. How many of these villagers go down? He's down to 20 villagers. 21 villagers is not a lot. It's bonus at 37. That may be the game deciding battle right there. Losing so many villagers there. Now I got the Lancer upgrade. Got some better Dragoons now pulling the field. Rodalo charges with 4, gets ripped apart. Spanish player has plenty of gold at the moment. Chinese player has a shipment available. Not many resources at the moment. Got these forces now push way forward. It's going for shipment of coin.
Yes.
Villagers trying to get into the town center. They mostly do. Quick round of sentries and the irregulars could be in order. Got the sentries on the wrong side of the building, so they can't stab the horses all too well. Lancers engaging. Taking a lot of fire from the light infantry, which is not great. Another shipment of coin right here. Heavy cav rotating around. Needs more Changdo swordsmen and Quang pikemen. Still got a decent number of musketeers, however, or redcoats in red. Barracks taking a bit of damage here, going for another Old Han armies. Chuko news will be useful against those Rodialos. The Quang pikemen are just going to be generally useful. So there's still no more skirmishers that counter the Quang pikemen. Red's towns are still firing away. Has 10 villagers on the inside, so it's getting all of his damage. Another round of redcoats are in melee mode. Right now, blue's getting some good damage there onto red's army again. Another round of Old Han army. Oh, where did these Keshiks come from? Must have gone for the Keshik shipment. Light cavalry, good attack speed. Pretty much just a counter unit. They have no health, very little damage. Keshik's range is also 12, so not super great either. Quang pikemen push way forward. Got this Rodialo being picked up by the Chuko news. The Explorer may go down here. Does go down there. Got more of the Forbidden armies being pulled them out. Villagers do take some hits there. Auto repair enabled somewhere. More Old Han armies being pulled on the field. Spanish players going for another round of Lancers, Rodialos, and a shipment of Falconets.
¿Qué me ordena? ¿Sí? ¿Qué me ordena? ¿Sí?
And now the hiring Manchurian cavalry archers, mercenaries, 9 of them. They're probably lower quality mercenaries. But seeing they're a light cavalry unit, and it does need a bit more effective light cavalry units, so these should be relatively effective. Discipline Quang Pikemen, Discipline Chukanus, is designed for more of the old Han armies. Auto repair enabled. I don't know what is getting repaired on up. Both players still age 3. Chinese players almost have enough gold age on them, as nowhere near enough food. There is higher Manchurian cavalry archers, Repentant Manchu. 27 damage seems like standard. Oh, twice attack speed. Okay, so they're basically ×2 Dragoon. With 3 population, with a roughly Dragoon cost. So, yeah. Straightforward. The high Manchurian cavalry archer should be decent in this situation. He's trying to draw out the lancers. He's a great damage there. Rodialos have to be careful with. These old Han armies advance way forward. The fort has taken severe damage. We got some flamethrowers now pulling the field. Fort Gao has taken severe damage. Fort Gao has gone down. We got more forbidden armies being deployed on out. You now have the repelling volley research now on the way. Getting some hits on the Falconets. These guys have ×2 damage against artillery. So not great multipliers, just have high attack speed. And of course, I get spam calls at this hour again. Repelling volley not being deployed on in. Patty threshing. So he has gotten a rice patty. These Manchurian cavalry archers have taken some severe damage. Villager gets gunned down by the Falconets. More skirmish deployed by the Spanish. Let's take the volley there. Village now under fire, so there are the villagers. The Spanish players don't shoot the villagers for his opponent's 46. He has stopped village production. He's just trying to win the game, which so far he's been doing a good job fighting. Villagers getting killed on off, which help even out the village numbers, but Red will still be ahead. And now his forces split on off. He's trying to hit those villagers, but the rest of his army's going down. He loses those Falconets, he's going to be in a very bad position. These meteor hammers do additional damage to his artillery pieces. 1 Falconet remains. Quang Pikemen engages the Lancers. And all the Falconets do go down. Single skirmisher remains up there. Whose army has been killed on off. He does not really have the economy to release a port out, redeploying another. Another ship available for the Chinese. Got some rice patties up here. castle now being built through Honda Cut's ruins of the fort. They are very much not the same. We do now have more territorial armies being shipped on in, as well as forbidden armies still. Kind of Queen, or not Queen pikemen, just regular Spanish pikemen. Got a mixed army here of the Queen pikemen, Shangdo swordsmen, red coats in red, and some arquebusts. The red has a nice mixed army. Blue has a large number of Rodialos, going some lancers. So Rodialo skirmishers is composition overall. Rodialos will be okay against the heavy cav, but they will be far inferior to most of the units in melee, such as the red coats. Chengdo swordsmen offer much higher damage as well, so they're going to be inferior against them. The pikemen push way forward. They're just a regular pikemen. They have 8 damage. Even a villager has higher DPS than them in melee. Yeah, villager has 10 damage and higher health. And yeah. Flamethrowers been deployed out here in good numbers. That should be pretty effective. Lancers advance their way forward. Musketeers will get a good volley there. We do have a bit of AoE effect with the flamethrowers. When you hit those skirmishers, flamethrowers are not pursuing the skirmishers, gain some good damage. And the skirmishers getting annihilated by those flamethrowers. Lancers being slowly picked on off, but they will go on down. French player has 26 villagers, more lancers on the boot queue. This Chinese player has 48. And decent amount of export. He can import a level 2 shipment relatively soon. Outpost engaging. No shipments available. Rodialos being poured on out. Rodialos being shipped on in. Is that a group of 7? Yep, it's a group of 7 Rodialos. No church shipment deployed on in just yet. Right now, it's just going for a good number of Rodialos. His opponent has a good number of these flamethrowers, which will do full damage against them and bonus damage against them. We also have the Eastern Medicine Research. We also got Disciplined Flamethrowers. Hopefully the Flamethrower's disciplined. Because if he doesn't have discipline, he'll probably torch everybody. Outpost attempting being built here by the Spanish. Village run by the castle. Some of these villagers will go on down. The Spanish players have 27 villagers. The Chinese players now going for some conquistadors. As well has a good amount of export. Outpost has been built there. Red's advancing down south. Red has a decent army here. Blue's army is getting a little peeled around the castle. Also, the flamethrowers now engaging. Flamethrowers are, I don't know how effective they are versus villagers. They do full damage versus villagers, but no multipliers against them. Classic Red's flamethrowers weakened on up. He has some lances still here. He's just lacking in any sort of anti-cavalry tool here. He does actually have some conquistadors actually, which are a light cavalry unit. Oh, we got another round of Forbidden Armies there. Lancers being picked on off, and Blue does lose his army, and Blue does back the game. As Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Before I can start next replay, I need to use the restroom again, and it's probably a good time for me to restart the game, because I think I started hearing the sound bugs there. That was this one here. So please give me a moment. Restart the game. And please give me one moment. Apologies, I'm back. Let's see. Let's do some team games. Haven't done any team games yet. All the team games I cast or tried ended up in air. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the Blue Dutch, we have Doritos. Spawn as the another team game where I can't. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the red Ethiopians, we have Haka. Spawn as the magenta maroon Germans, we have Koskuo, Soko. Spawn as the red Russians, we have Yu. Spawn bottom left side as the blue Swedes, we have Zanari. Spawn as the yellow French, we have Markiskanen. And spawn as the green Indians, we have Paul Mandra. See, it's Russian FB with Explorer. FB. I can't think of what FB is top of my head. Let's see, Russian is for red. Do you know how they gonna lame you guys? Not so sure how they're going to. Nobody selected deck just yet. Oh, they're doing the Inquisitor thing. Let's see, Inquisitor. Not sure what the Inquisitor thing is, because none of them are Spanish. Looks like we've got a foreign name for this deck. Does look like a Cavalry. We do got the Dueling School. He's going to do a mass production style. We do have the French, nope. German player has a deck, does have the Prince Electors to summon the Elector counts. Also got some German mercenary cards here, it looks like. Indian player, no deck. Got the Team Rush card. So we got Mass Production, Mercenaries, and Team Rush. That includes some prize doggies. Don't see any team cards here per se. Oh, there's also this team card up here. It can be used a bit of War Camp or Watchtower. Not bad. They want the Indian player to go for Gurkhas. And for over here, we do have the team House of Bernadette, which increases the heavy infantry hit points for the entire team. The Russian player would know. The French player has standard. We got the team. Oh, quiche. I just know the Italian version is Team Pizza. Actually, no, that's actually a different card. Even though it uses the same icon, the pizza icon, this actually gives a food trickle for your entire team, which is actually pretty good. That's basically 3 villagers for your entire team. Siege this. Got the... Okay, we've now got the camp builders there, outpost there, so we've got the team camp builder there. So it looks like they're going to be aggressive, at least magenta or maroon and red. We got the elephant smashing his head against the blockhouse. Market followed by yellow. And we got all the outposts here as well. But they can only bring shipments. Only the Russian player can deploy, or wait, yeah. Only the Russian player is able to deploy out military units here. Quick, a group of pikemen could be useful for the French. He's aging on up. No military shipments here. You may want to go for the wood shipment just to get out some pikemen. German player is going for the quartermaster, still aging on up. The Indian player has not begun to age. Oh, no, he's already aged on up. Going for some sepoys probably wouldn't have half bad to help engage this, but this is a large amount of defense here, so it's going to be a bit hard to displace it early on. Ethiopian players are still aging on up, going for the Habashah, or however you pronounce that. He can perhaps bring in a shipment of, let's see, villagers. Any mercenaries, not enough influence for it. He perhaps can bring in the Dacinas. Swedish players going for the Dominions. Could have gone for Halkapaltis. Oh, we got a war camp here. He went for the age of included war camp builder. I forgot about that. So there's going to be 2 guys producing units here. The Russian player, all players aged on up. Got the team patriarchy, which will reduce the cost of healer units. Which is not a useful card right now, honestly. By the way, he's going for a round of Strelets. We also got, we got some Inquisitors here. Inquisitors do have 30 siege damage. This is magenta, so the German player has gone for some outlaws. Inquisitors are classified as... Oh, they're not outlaw, they're not... And they're not a mercenary, they're neither. Okay, so this is what they're going for. Got some yellow musketeers up here, caused some issues. Got some red musketeers here, or Strelets. So they're going to have a sizable army here, which is going to cause some issues for them. We got Green's gone for some Gurkhas, very good. These Inquisitors, they have They are classified as heavy, and they're a siege unit. But they only have melee resist, not range resist, so the Gurkhas will do full damage against them. Dacianas are musketeer variants, so the Gurkhas, green going for Gurkhas is going to be very useful. Got some shieldless here for production. The Gurkha's going to do do well here, but it's just one person defending against all three of them. Yellow needs going from the more here. It's going for musketeers and hussars. Got some Halkapeltis, so it's down to the march of Halkapeltis. He's able to take out some of these hussars. He's striking out these hussars as quickly as he can. Very good. That ship is being very useful right now. He needs to protect his teammates, Gurkhas. That is the linchpin for this defense at the moment. More Inquisitors now being deployed on end, and going for Shimmer Coin. Now get Team Villagers here, which is a pretty good card. That'll give their team 9 Villagers. Gurkhas getting good volley there. These Dacianas are a weak musketeer variant. They have slightly higher range, slightly higher attack by 1, but slightly less health at -15. The cost is also wood based on the coin base, so they're technically a little bit higher as well. They'll get some great damage against the Halkapeltis, who have only 10 range, but a little bit AoE, and less damage for Zol infantry. Got 3 defenses here. The Gurkhas have low siege damage, so they're going to have trouble versus all that. His teammate can pull out some pikemen, can torch it all down. Blue's pinged up here. We got yellows engaging with some hussars and some musketeers. And these Inquisitors do bonus damage versus mercenaries, heroes, and a little bit versus villagers. But they won't have any bonus damage versus standard infantry units. And the damage is 15. They have good amount of health, they're a good brawler. These guys, the more I look at it, they do siege damage, but they bypass all the resistances. They're not a bad brawler, they cost 100. They are population inefficient at 2 population. So that's the primary downside. Gurkhas push with 4, Dacianas, and got these Inquisitors now engaging. Got some hussars here. Blue needs to push forward, take out those hussars. The AoE effect there was very useful. Yellow is pushing me forward, causing issues here with the musketeers. Wizards are still being engaged and engaging. Blue and green doing quite well in these skirmishes. Yellow's just trying to push on forward, do now the and a combat.
Je suis blessé. Je ne peux pas bouger.
Another round of Streelets. Gains some good damage there. Streelets, of course, a dirt cheap skirmisher unit. They're only really useful versus heavy infantry and light cavalry. Everything else, pretty much nothing. More Streelets deployed in the field. The French player is playing more hussars and musketeers. German player has 2 ships available, not pulling out anything at the moment. the Indian players now going for Shim of the Zalwars, which are a heavy cavalry unit, a lancer unit more precisely, so they will get bonus damage on the Strelets. We also got a round of Azaps here, which are heavy infantry, which not exactly going to be great against those Strelets. They have 14 range, so they'll naturally go in front of the Gurkhas. Yellow is doing stuff. Good amount of Inquisitors here. He's just going straight Inquisitors. I suppose if you don't get a max out population at 200, it should be fine enough to go for mass Inquisitors. Now we've got the Church Improvement, Frontier Defenses. Musketeers should do just fine against these Inquisitors, but they don't have access to their melee resistance. We got some Shotel Wars of our Shock Infantry unit, good against light infantry. That should be a good item against these Gurkhas, but they will get required by the Bowden Kalkapaltis. In which the Swedish player has actually aged on up. German player's now going for some more outposts. We also got now a castle being put on the field. It is the orange player. Orange, yep. Which is no different than a outpost with slight AoE. Shotel Warriors getting hit quite significantly, as well as those Strelets from the Dragoons, or Halkapaltis. Good damage there. Getting some good damage on those Strelets. Shotel Warriors charging forward, taking some fire there. Over there, Shock Infantry. The Gurkhas is here in too large numbers for those individual Shotel Warriors to do anything. No ship available for the Ethiopian Clearer, who has a massive amount of food available. Just needs a bit more coin to age on up. The Indian player is now aged on up as well. And now we've got Imperial or Industrial Age for the Swede. Or Logistican, which I believe will give him a bit of a coin rebate. Slowly being put on down. Dow got some elephants here, siege elephants to help engage these various infrastructure. Very good. Azap's gotta be a bit careful. They have decent siege damage, but not great. They also have pretty good attacks. Actually, is this good attacks? Fast attack speed or slow attack speed at 1.75? Because technically 1.5 and 3 of the numbers. That's actually say slow attack speed. Those are some petards. That will rip apart through everything. You only need one here. It's pretty damaged. Does blow up 2, way overkill there. They have 1600. It takes the blockhouse there. Need the watchtower to bring in mercenaries in these war camps. Another blockhouse here. Halkapaltis push forward. And Magenta's actually backed out of game. Yellow must have been doing quite a bit of damage back here. Curious. I've been so focused on some conflicts, I have not been paying attention to Yellow just raiding around up here. Let's see, the Swedish player had 36. 27, so the Russian had plenty of population space. The French had 36. The German had 29. Indian players 47. I think their aggressiveness just didn't pan out and they lost. Either way, this Android saying thank you for watching and on to next replay. And I'm probably gonna call the stream a little bit early. I am exhausted. I've not been getting good sleep lately. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening and get some good rest.